for us. And what I'm also going to do with that is put I'll just close this here, and I'm also going to put a blur sharpen fast blur, and I'm just going to test it out to show you the sort of effect that we're going for. If I just ramp up the blur, that's about the consistency of the dirt that we're going to be shooting for. So the next thing I'm going to do, I'm just going to reduce that fast blur to 0 just so we can see what we're doing here a little better. I'm going to double click on our ellipse tool, and that's going to create a nice mask, and I'm going to turn it from add to subtract, and I'm also going to feather that considerably, and then I'm also going to bring it in on its expansion. Something like that's going to work okay. Now at the moment what we've done is created a black and white image. If I just hide my underlying image, we have a black and white image. In fact, we're getting some grey in the image, and the reason for that is we used a middle grey for our base solid colour. So we're just going to change that solid colour to pure black and go OK. And now we're getting a black and white image where the white is the particles of dirt created by the fractal noise. So we can now use that as a luma matte on a solid. So we're just going to go new solid, and this solid we're going to make sort of, just put it in the brown spectrum, fairly neutral, something like that is fine. And we're just going to call this dirt solid, make it comp size, click OK. I'm just going to drag it down underneath our small dirt, and I'm going to change the track matte to a luma matte. And now if I unhide my base material and come in here, show you a section, we now have dirt on our lens, but it's a little bit too crisp, so that's why we did the fast blur, and we can just up the value for the fast blur just to give some nice dirt on the lens, and it sticks because the footage is moving but the dirt's not. Then it will read as if we have dirt on that lens, with a little bit of a vignette happening so that we don't get too much dirt in the center. If you wanted a little bit more dirt, you could certainly just wind this blur value down and then bring up for mask and just bring the expansion in a little bit, and just leave a little bit of a core in the middle without